Hello guys and welcome back to my channel for something a little bit different today. As you can see, I'm not on my own. I've brought my fabulous girlfriend Louise in to do a little bit of a specialist video. Before we get into things and I explain what we're going to do, I just want to give a little shout out to the man More FM, who's done a series on his channel with his wife Hayley. I'm not going to put you through a whole series. You're just going to do one video, one game, as Louise isn't massive into her Football Manager. But basically, guys, what we're going to do today is Louise is going to pick my starting 11 for a game. And it's not just the starting 11 that she's going to pick. She's going to pick the formations, all the instructions, everything. You're going to do the lot. And then we're going to see...
That's all news to me. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah. And we're going to see how well we get on. Obviously, I'm going to have to give Louise a little bit of a crash course in the game, show her some of the things. But let's get into it. And it'll be a nice learning on the job process for you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we're in game. I'm just going to say this is part of my Pentagon save, so this is a real game that matters to me, FYI.
Okay.
We need to get 3 points, so this is all the pressure on you. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to create a completely new formation, create your own style. So initially it says it gives you these options here, right? So would you like to run a 5 defender formation, a 3 defender formation, 4 defender?
God. I think it's important to say that I actually don't know anything about football either, which probably makes it really difficult for me.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to hit it in the middle, 4 defender.
4 defender formation. That's solid. Any of those just by name taking your fancy?
BMAM narrow. In the middle. No.
That one?
Yeah.
So that is a 4-3-2-1. So that is that. Okay. I'm not opposed to that. So is there anyone you'd like to move in any other position? So basically, you can grab a player and be like, oh, I don't actually... Or, for instance...
Right, I'm going to ask the most stupid question.
Go for
So
it.
which side is defense and which attack is at the top, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the goalkeeper is this dark blue here. The defenders are the light blue. Midfielders are attacking midfielders are the light orange, and red is the... So if you wanted more strikers, we could put players there, or if we want defenders,
Move one up.
which
Like that one you're on now, move
This
him
one?
up, and then can you just keep the other one there?
Yeah.
So you got like 2 strikers,
Mhm.
and then yeah.
you want him in that position,
Can you move him to
the middle,
No, change my mind. Move him back.
move him back. Okay, so that's the top end. Do you want to change anything here?
No.
No? Okay.
Is that a wrong answer? It sounded like
No.
a wrong answer.
None of these answers are wrong. Okay? None of these answers are wrong. So, there's different roles per position, right? So this is where it's going to get really complicated. So, for instance, this goalkeeper can either be a goalkeeper or a sweeper keeper. So basically, a goalkeeper will be a bit more static and stay on his line, whereas a sweeper keeper, if the ball comes over the top, will come off his line and intercept it.
I don't want him that line.
You don't, yeah.
No.
Yeah, okay, just goalkeepers,
Yeah.
that's fine. So now we've got the 2 wide defenders. So at the moment they're currently set to fullback. These are all your options. Basically, fullbacks are slightly more defensive and will look to sort of stay back. Wingbacks are more attack-minded, so we'll look to get on up the field and support the attacks. No-nonsense fullbacks are, if I were to play football, I'd just get the ball and just punt it, basically.
Okay.
They don't try and do anything fancy. Complete wingbacks are sort of combination of the top 2. They kind of do a bit of everything. Get out the field, as you can see the instructions there. Run wide with the ball further forward, bring from position and stay wider. An inverted wingback is very similar, but with an inverted wingback, instead of running up the line here, they'll come in here. That makes sense.
Okay. And the 2 guys on each side can be different, right? They have to be
Yep,
the same.
they can be different things.
Okay, so that guy right there.
Yep.
I want him to be a complete wing back.
Do you want him to support or attack? So
Attack.
you want him to attack?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then the other guy on the left, I want him to be inverted.
Oh, Okay. Interesting.
Defend.
On defend. Inverted on defend. So they're going to cross less often.
Oh, hang on, sorry. What's support again?
So right. So they all have little bits of it. So they're going to cross less often. Dribble less, cut inside with the ball, hold position, and sit narrow. If they support, it's basically the same, but they remove the instruction of dribble less. So they'll dribble with.
Oh, no, just
defend. Okay. So now you've got your 2 centre backs. These can be different again as well.
Okay.
So these are the options here. Central defenders are your bog standard centre backs. I'm not going to worry about, say, stopper and cover. A stopper is someone who would like come out of the line to try and win the ball. Cover is someone to try and like kick for a ball over the top, or if they're playing with someone who's fast. Ball playing defenders, very similar, but they just try and pass the ball a bit more. And no nonsense centre backs are your bog standard, get the ball.
I like the sound of that. No nonsense.
Okay. Do you want to go defend, stopper, or cover?
Hang on, let's have a think about this. So, the guy we just moved on the right,
Yeah.
he was an all-over guy,
Yeah.
and the one on the left is inverted, so he's going to play
Correct.
in, right?
Yes.
So, not sure. What was ball playing again?
So ball playing is very similar. They just try and pass the ball. So,
Right, I've made a decision.
Okay.
The left guy, I want him to be no nonsense,
Yeah.
and then the right guy,
Yeah.
I want him to be central.
Just a standard.
Yeah, just a basic bitch guy.
Your basic. Okay, fine. Only a few more to do before.
Okay.
So this.
Is this the game? Is this?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is it.
Cool.
This is what you do. I mean, obviously, I've got formations which are 1 and 2 here. Which, if you watch anything on my channel, you'll know what these 2 are. But I deliberately didn't show you these so that you have no idea how I play and how I do it. So this guy, he's a midfielder, but he's defensive minded. Okay. So these are your options. There's loads here. Defensive midfielder does what it says on the tin. Midfielder but looks to defend. Deep line playmaker sits in that position but looks to try and basically get the team going. So that would be some pass. Ball winning midfielder goes on the tin. Win the ball in midfield. Anchorman is someone who will sit really deep. Halfback is someone. So if you selected halfback, instead of playing in this position, they drop back and play as a Regista I never use. That's again another more passing player, and then a roaming playmaker. Pitch and
I
make
don't want
plays.
him. I don't want that guy. I'm torn between defensive midfielder or anchorman, but I think I only want to go anchorman.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go anchorman.
Anchorman, they can only play on defense, so that's fine. Now these 2 here. I like what you've done with the fullbacks. You've got them doing different things. I actually do quite like that. And you've actually used roles that I never use myself. So I'm very intrigued. That's not a bad thing. I know certain people have got really good tactics with the inverted wing backs. So now you've got your 2 central midfielders. So let's start with this one. Obviously, we can change them around. This guy is currently set as a box-to-box midfielder. So he goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Kind of like a workhorse. Not necessarily the best in terms of anything, but is quite physical and can get up and down a bit. We've also got your basic central midfielder. The deep line playmaker, again, is someone who'll sit a little bit deeper and try and pass the ball. Advanced playmaker is the opposite of the deep line playmaker. So if you selected this guy as a DLP, he'll be around here somewhere. Whereas if it's an advanced playmaker, they'll start to play up there.
Okay.
Mazzala is someone who gets the ball in midfield and runs forward. And then this, I never use. I don't even know how to say that word. Any ideas?
Carolero.
Okay, Carolero.
Right. I want one of. How many guys is it? 2?
2, yeah.
I want one of them to be a central midfielder, and then I want one of them to drive forward. So I'm going to choose the advanced.
So a central midfielder and an advanced playmaker.
Yeah.
Central midfielder, do you want them to defend, support?
Support. I think I've got attack and defend right now, but I don't have support. So let's throw that in there. And then this guy
wanted the
advanced
playmaker.
And attack.
Advanced on attack. Very nice. Okay, so now you've got an attacking midfielder. So here are your options: attacking midfielder, advanced playmaker, trequartista, enganche, and shadow striker.
Oh, shadow striker.
Yeah.
Well, what does it do? I'm not going to choose him if I don't know what it
So
does.
he takes more risks, dribbles more, gets further forward, and moves into the channels.
Oh, go on then. I'll choose him. I feel like I've played it quite safe, so I'm gonna
And then you've
go
got
with the rogue player.
and then you've got your 2 strikers here.
Are they the only 2 people who can score a goal?
No.
Anyone can score.
Anyone
a goal,
can score.
technically.
Yeah, anyone can score. I mean, this guy will look to have a lot of shots anyway. So this guy at the moment is a deep line forward. Advance forward is what the other guy is at the moment. Target man is kind of what it says, is a big ball bump. Sort of looks to knock the ball down. So think like
Not to shoot the target.
No.
That's really misleading. That's what I thought he was going to do. I was going to pick him.
So, for instance, Peter Crouch is a target man because he's really tall, can win the ball in the air,
Oh, right. Yeah,
helps
fair
facilitate play for others, but doesn't necessarily look at scoring a lot
enough.
himself.
Okay, yeah.
A poacher is usually someone who's short, fast, and puts pressure on the opposition. Complete forward kind of does a bit of everything. Pressing forward, again, is someone who could press the back line. So when the opposition defenders have the ball, that person will put pressure on them to try and make a mistake. Trequartista, this is a really difficult one for me to explain to you. Basically, they're fancy. They do a lot of flicks. They
fancy.
Yeah, they do a lot of flicks. They try and...
I'm not interested in
They're
that.
a high flair player, and then a false 9 is someone who drops deeper to get other people.
No.
So you've got 2 striker options here.
So which are the best kind of ones that are going to get it in the goal striker options? Deep lying forward and advance forward.
How can I say this without telling you what I do? I'm just going to tell you. I play with 2 advanced forwards.
Right, well, I don't want to do that.
Good.
I want the guy in the goal
Yep.
to be advanced forward.
This guy,
'cause
yeah.
I want him just to get the balls in
Be
the goal.
advanced, yeah.
And then the one on the left, I want a Peter Crouch type, so a target man.
So a target man.
Attack.
Target man on attack. So they
Attack.
will get further forward, but they will hold the ball up and dribble less. That's what they
Yeah,
do.
I want him to set my other dude up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Do you want me to
No.
center those? No?
I'm happy with that. Just leave it like that. please.
Asymmetric. Love it. Good.
Is that?
That's new. That's not what I play, so it's good. This is the whole...
It's not
Look,
what
it's-
Mr. Stephen Hood plays, so
it's
therefore it's
no.
got to be wrong.
No. It's one of those things. If this tactic does really well, babe, I'll just run it through the tactic tester and see how good it is. So that is the shape of what we're gonna do. Now you...
So on my right here, this is all my attacks and defense
The-
and support. So it's
this...
it's pretty even then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm happy with
Okay.
that.
So now we have to talk about the mentality. Do you want to play... It ranges from very defensive to very attacking. How do you want?
Attacking.
Attacking? Good. Like that. Also helps. So this is all the setup that you can do. Oh, you look very overwhelmed.
Yeah, I'm glazing over every so often, but I think I'm here.
Okay, so this is how you play when your team's got the ball. So first of all, let's start off with the attacking width. You can either go from extremely wide to extremely narrow, basically.
Obviously don't want to go extremely narrow because I'm not running around the side. The way that my people are placed, I actually think fairly wide looks quite good.
So that one.
Oh, hang on. No, back. What it was.
Sorry, fairly wide.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, so now
God,
you...
do you not even play this game?
Okay, so you don't have to have all these options ticked. Is there anything in here that sort of stands out to you? So the passing directness, the tempo, and the time wasting is something you do have to set. Everything else is kind of optional. So how would you like your boys to pass? Do you want
Like super direct.
super direct?
Oh, what? Hang on. Yeah, right.
So there's extremely direct.
Surely that's a no-brainer. Why would you not want to directly shoot the ball at your team?
This is passing. So this is how you get from down here to up here. So extremely direct,
so-
your defenders will get the ball and smash it.
Do I want to ping, 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 or do I want to ping?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I want a medium.
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 Slightly more direct, I think is slightly more direct. So tempo is how quickly you want them to pass the ball. So fast or slow, basically.
I mean, that's a no-brainer. You just want them to like pass it on fast, right?
Yeah. So slow is more of a, how do I say this? Like
they'll dribble around and fanny around with it a lot.
They'll take their time. They'll try and work spaces, work opportunities, work overlaps, or
I'm gonna leave it how it is.
Leave it on higher.
Yeah.
And then do you want to waste time?
What are these questions?
I know, right?
No.
No. Okay. Okay. So now all of these are optional. So, this is how your team's going to act when you have the ball. So you can play out a defense, focus play through the middle, go down the left, go down the right. Overlap right is for your fullback. Overlap left is for your fullback. So for instance, you've got an inverted fullback on the left-hand side. So ticking overlap left, because it would counteract what you've already set up.
Well, that's good because my thought process was to play it down the right, because the way I see it is my defensive guy on the right down there, he's like an all-over guy.
Yep.
And then I've got that crazy guy, the attacking guy, coming in like that. Got the guy who's going to hit it in the goal for me. Got Peter Crouch on the left who's going to, he's going to smash it back in if anything happens. So I'm going to say right.
Perfect. Okay. Now, in terms of getting crosses into the box, any preference here? Mixed crosses, floated crosses, whipped crosses?
I don't know what that means, but
that's fine. So do you want your guys to, bear in mind you don't have to select any of these. Hit early crosses, shoot on sight, or work the ball in the box.
What happens if you don't choose any of them?
Nothing.
Like free
Nothing.
ball?
Yeah, it's kind of a mixture of everything.
For my first time, I'm just not going to choose any.
Okay. Do you want to play for set pieces? As in, like, you try and create situations where you get, like, corners or kicks, or would you just play normal?
Play normal.
Okay. Your boys, do you want them to dribble more or dribble less?
Dribble less.
Less, okay. And creative freedom, do you want them to be more expressive or be more disciplined? So if they're more disciplined, they'll stay in their positions. If they're more expressive, they'll move. Or you don't have
I want them to express themselves and they want to be, so...
Right. We're getting there, Lou. We are getting there. So, now this is in transition. So, when possession has been lost, you want your boys to counter press, so they immediately put pressure on the opposition, or regroup, or nothing. So
pressure on the opposition.
Counter press.
Yeah.
Okay. When possession has been won, so when you've just got the ball back.
Yeah, I know what that means.
You want your boys to do a mixture of both. Counter, so everyone will look to get forward, or hold their shape.
Hold the shape. I think let's not let them put...
So goalkeepers, you can either distribute quickly, slow pace down, or leave it up to your goalkeeper. Okay. So now you're telling your goalkeeper when he's got the ball in his hands or on goal kicks, where do you want him to hit it? So
just get it out there.
Yeah. So he can, so he can distribute to any of your defenders, your like midfield
playmakers.
Distribute to playmakers. And then what do you want? Want him to roll it, throw it, take short kicks.
Throw it long.
Throw it long. Love it. Right, okay. Last one of these, and then you've got to pick the team. So, do you want a... This is your line of engagement. This is when the opposition have the ball. This is telling your team... So if you put it at a much higher line of engagement, when their goalkeeper's got it, they're going to look for pressure on. Whereas if you put it down here, they won't start putting the pressure on, basically.
Whack that up. What's the maximum? That's max.
Yeah.
Take it one notch down from that. There you go.
So a higher line of engagement.
Yeah.
And then your defensive line, this is what sort of line your defense will try and hold. So it can go all the way down there.
Right, up. Oh, whoa. Down. Down. What? But
Okay.
go for that.
Now your defense.
Well, they're not going to stand in those positions, right? They're going to be running around.
Yeah, for sure. But this is the line that they will try and play.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Then now you have defensive width. You see these arrows here coming down the pitch. So this is when the opposition has got the ball. This is where we're going to try and funnel them, basically. So at the moment, it's kind of a mixture of everything. Or you can set them to force opposition wide, so they'll go towards your fullbacks. Or you can force them, or you can just standard. Cool. Do you want to mark or tackle? Do you want to use tighter marking? So if the opposition has 2 strikers, your 2 centre backs will be as close as we are to them right now. To try and mark them tightly.
Oh right. Just standard.
Yeah, that's fine. And pressing intensity. Do you want to press them urgently, or so when they've got the ball, how much pressure?
That's fine. No, just do that for now. Okay. I don't want to do any of the extremes.
And tackling. Do you want to tell your players to stay on their feet?
Get stuck in. Go on.
Cool. So this is Louise's shape, and I'm going to quickly save this just for future reference. Save that into my. So now. We're almost at the game. Now you have to pick the players to go in these positions.
Cool.
I've got a full squad under here. You're not going to know any of these names whatsoever because I'm playing in Brazil. So what you do is if you click on this drop down next to the player, that's the wrong ones. If you click on this drop down, it will show you the players who can play in that position. And then obviously if you look at their role or ability, it says how good they are. So Nicholas Temperini, for instance, is a better goalkeeper than Jefferson Paulinho because of the star rating.
So obviously I'm going to choose him. No, we're in it to win it.
Okay, so now you're complete wing back on the right hand side.
Okay, bottom very right. Okay.
Yeah. So looking at things, we've got 2 guys who are rated at 2.5 stars out of 5. Edimundo or Mario Sergio. Obviously you can pick some of these other ones, but this guy's fit and this guy's injured, so Pablo Camp.
That guy's fit.
Unfit.
Oh, unfit.
Yeah.
Right, what do all the symbols mean, like the hearts and stuff?
So the heart is if they're healthy or not. So as you can see, if I go here, Pablo got a. Pablo's injured, so Pablo can't play. The thumbs down is he's lacking match sharpness, and that one is his morale, so how well he's feeling in himself.
And then what is the downward orange arrow?
The downward orange arrow means he's losing sharpness.
But it's not as bad as the...
Right.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with Bruno Pirri. Although he's got a rubbish star rating, he's good to play. He's good and... Oh, no. Oh, I thought that was a green arrow thing. Ugh.
He's in good morale, but his morale is really good.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. We'll go with Bruno then.
Bruno.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
You scoffed. That's a really bad decision.
He's a centre-back, but that's fine.
Oh, I didn't know he was a centre-back.
No, he can play in this position.
Right.
But
we'll take a chance on Bruno.
Okay, fine.
But let's hope that
Yeah. So, as you can see, so now we're on to the centre-backs. As you can see, Bruno is my best centre-back.
Oh.
But obviously we've got other options. Anderson's good.
He's
Chow's
good.
Joe Gomez is he Joe? Jefferson. Don't even know my own team. Gomez is good.
Well, Anderson's unfit, it says, so I'm going to go with the guy below him.
Chow.
Chow.
Chow. Okay. And now the no-nonsense centre-back. Shows how often So. Who you feeling?
What's FGN?
Oh, he's foreign, so he's not Brazilian.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, I'll go with him. Gomez.
Go with Gomez.
Yeah. Okay. Go with Gomez.
Okay, and now the inverted wing back on the left-hand side. So this dude. I don't know anyone who can play this position. Okay, I do. Good.
All right, well, top guy.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely stuff. Right, Anchorman. We move forward. So obviously Jefferson Gomez, you've already picked to play centre back.
All right. Well, I'm gonna choose a second guy.
Neres?
Matthias. Yeah.
Matthias Neres. Very good anchor man. Advanced playmaker.
Top guy. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, good. Bit of Brazilian flair as the advanced playmaker. Central midfielder.
Oh, it's Tusa.
Sousa. Cool. 3 more to go, and then we get into it. Shadow striker.
Obviously, I'm going to choose Cow.
I don't know how to say
I don't
that.
have to say it.
Cool.
Koa.
Kua. He's 17, but very
Oh,
good.
wow. Good on you, mate.
But very good. So, your Peter Crouch type.
Peter Crouch.
Don't have him.
Top 1, Gabriel.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hang on. So the downward yellow arrow is worse than the up orange arrow.
So, Arlenios is gaining sharpness, whereas Gabriel is losing sharpness. Neither is really bad.
I am going to choose Juan.
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 Target man. Juan is the target man. And then advance forward is
Junior Todi.
Junior Todino. Don't worry about that. By the way.
Ooh.
If he gets booked, he misses the next game.
We're only playing one game, right?
We are only playing one game. So Junior goes up top. Sweet. I'm going to get the assistant manager to pick the rest, I think. That's the team. You've got faces to the positions now. Let's submit the team and get into the game. Wow.
That's a lot of red.
Okay, so 23 of the players in the team are worried, concerned that the formation could expose us at the back. Juan doesn't want to play target man, but
what does he want to play then?
well, it doesn't matter. It's not what he wants to play. You're the manager. He will play what you tell him
Shut
to
up,
play.
Juan.
Exactly, right? And then there's been 3 changes from last game. And Bruno's unhappy. Played out of position.
Oh,
Don't worry about it.
get over it, Bruno. Do you know what I mean?
They're all sassy. They're all sassy. As you guys can see, this is a Serie B game. This is part of my series, so this result does matter. Is there anything you want to say to the boys before they go out there?
Get it.
Get it. So some of the options are, we're favourites and we should be winning this comfortably. I fully expect you to keep this run going and win this match. This team is currently in 20th and we're in 2nd. Let's show them why.
I think that sounds good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Surely we're going to win if the other team is rubbish.
I have helped you. We are playing one of the...
Don't say that. Don't say that. This is my play.
Okay. So having said that, with your pre-match, the goalkeeper, Jefferson Gomez, the left back, and Kua are all motivated to get this game. So
everyone else is composed. I like that.
Yeah. So their recent form, they've lost their last 4 games, and that is the shape that they're playing. Here comes Louise's team.
Wait.
As you can see, we've won our last 4 games. So in terms of form, it should be pretty straightforward. We are playing in white by the looks of things, and they are playing in red. Yes, so we are in the white kit. The game is going on in the background, as you can see. Time is ticking away, but we've not seen any highlights yet. So we just wait now. So, okay, they've got the ball.
We're in white.
We are in white, yes, correct. So, doo-doo. I'm very intrigued to see how this works.
Go on, boys. There's 4 of them around there.
Yeah. This would be what Louise would be like. Watch football together.
It doesn't really have much.
They've scored. That's not the best goal.
A goal's a goal at the end of the day, Steve, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looks like they're going to go again.
No, this is a replay.
Oh. Sick.
Yeah, not the best goal to concede, but we've conceded. We are still the better team. So Hopefully, right? Okay, we've got a free kick here. Dewey into Juan.
Oh,
Headed it over the bar.
what an idiot.
I know, right? If only football was as easy as just put the ball in the goal.
Yeah, that'd be a lot better for me.
Okay, they've got another free kick.
Oh, come on, get out of there.
The boys are all over the shop here. Do you want to shout at your team?
Yeah.
Shout at the entire team.
Oh.
When you can, I'll let you do it. So the opposition are actually playing quite well here. It is what it is. Cross comes over.
Going on. What is going on there?
Bruno Piri basically controlled the ball for their striker there.
Why has he done that?
I don't know. Some of these defenders are a little bit suspect. I will.
Is it because
Not
I
in
mixed them
terms
up
of
and they're
no,
a bit pissy
not in
about
terms
it?
of your positioning. Some of them are just genuinely suspect and they're not very good players.
Oh right, well,
That's
not
my
issue.
fault. No, so you're currently 2-0 down.
Right, I can't say I'm happy about that.
You can't say I'm happy about it. You want to shout at them.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Demand more. Be better.
Demand more. The entire team. You want to keep the mentality on attacking and change it to very attacking or other options?
Let's do it to balanced.
Balanced.
Is that what? Yeah.
Balanced. So you were on attacking, so you were trying to attack. Balanced is going backwards.
Well, I want them to like. Obviously, we need to be a bit more defensive then. Maybe put it on defensive, right? Because they keep on scoring. I mean, I want them to be attacking.
But you're 2-0 down.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. You can do whatever you like.
I feel like because I wanted to change it and you pulled a weird face, it's attacking.
Anyway, we're about to go into halftime, so you get a chance to shout at your team, basically.
Yeah.
The opposition have been better. They've had more shots, more on target. Their expected goals is better. They've had a lot more of the ball as well. So now we go into the dressing room. Now you can get pissy. So these are the gestures that you can do. So they range from like pissy to I love you, basically.
Right, at this point, I'm getting pretty effed off, guys.
So you can either
I'm going to throw a water bottle.
You're
Can you thrash arms as well?
No.
I feel like they go hand in hand.
No, so if you throw the water bottle, the only response you can give them is your pride is at stake, you're letting yourselves down.
Yeah, damn straight.
That's worked on some, not on everyone. So you've motivated some players and demotivated some, and Juan is furious.
Get over it, Juan. Isn't Piri the one who kind of cocked up anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's motivated now, so...
Good. Well, fingers crossed you can have a better second half of things.
Fingers crossed.
As the time is ticking away, though, we've had 10 minutes of this second half. Okay, so your assistant is telling you, Junior Todino, who you picked up as your advance forward, 1 yellow card away from a suspension, and we could consider subbing him off.
Yeah, get him off.
Do it?
He just looks like a neggy Nelly, so let's get him off.
Right. So, there's 60 minutes in the game. There's 30 minutes left. Your team is not playing very well.
Oh, God, tell you about it.
So down here on the right-hand side, you can see their ratings. So you can see Neris is at 6.2. Junior Todino's at 6.2. Juan is in danger of getting a yellow card. So you've got options here. Is there anyone you'd like to change?
Well, I want Juan out of there.
You want Juan out?
Yeah,
so
he's out.
Any of the ones highlighted in blue at the bottom are players you can sub in for him.
Go Bruno for Paolo.
Okay.
No,
that's fine. Anyone else you'd want to substitute? I'd potentially look at changing Neris because he's also at 6.
Okay, yeah, go on. Oh, he's nervous as well. We haven't got time for that. So let's change him out.
So that's the only player who
Yep,
can play.
he's motivated. Let's go in there.
He's also 17.
I'm lovely stuff. I think I might get rid of these guys who are apprehensive. Like, I don't want people who are...
Okay, so that's fine. You can only make one more change. So do you want to change Filipino or...
Hang on, one of them's on a 6.5 and the other one's on a 6.2. So let's get rid of Junior.
Junior's going.
Yeah, he is. Oh.
So this is your main striker now.
Let's sub him in for Alan Picasso.
Alan Picasso. Oh. Right, that's all 3 of your substitutions at 60 minutes. You've got 30 minutes of the game to go. do you want to tell the boys to attack even more?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. They're very
attacky.
You want to shout at them again once more?
I think I've shouted at them quite a lot. Let's take the tone down a little bit. Okay. So just fire them up.
Fire them up. You've got a corner going on here. They've cleared the danger, and they've got the ball.
Finally.
No, they have.
Oh.
This is the opposition. So Bruno Perry's tried to put a tackle in there and missed him. Good.
What?
And you're 3-0 down. This guy, Renan, has scored his 14th goal of the season and his 3rd of this game. I will say, in your defence, that is shocking from the defenders to just let him let him be free.
Heraviete, I can't say his name, but he was there. He should have gone for it. I thought we were very attacky. He didn't seem very attacky. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. So that's full time. It's not gone well.
It's not, has it?
No. So, in terms of the game, your team had more shots, even though we didn't see any. That means they were bad shots.
Yeah.
They had more on target. The XG, which is the expected goals, is similar, but they scored 3. They had a lot more of the possession, but it did seem to sort itself out after the second half. They just seemed more up for it, to be perfectly honest. Their average rating 7.37, yours 6.42. But your parting comment is, you can say any of these things. Wasn't good enough. There's no excuses for not winning that sort of match. I'm far from pleased with the result. You were not good enough today. That's the sort of match we should be winning. Can't fault any of you for your performance. It was just one of those days. Putting the result aside, that was a pleasing performance.
I'm going to be brutal.
Would you like to do a gesture with it?
Hands on hip. Sounds like something.
Hands on hips means you can't say that. Hands on hips is construed as actually a positive.
Oh, right. What's that? Folded arms? Hands together? It looks like
hands
the little
together.
man's...
Again, is still... You can't... These two don't match.
How about no gesture?
No gesture. Just wasn't...
Just deadpan.
Yeah. That wasn't good enough. Okay, well, that's motivated everybody, so hopefully I have a better game.
Bloody fine, mate.
Hopefully I have a better game next time. Okay then, guys, so that is it for today. Thank you for tuning into this interesting video. I don't think that's going to be a formation that I'm going to take forward.
I quit.
in my own saves. But it's been very good to have you on, so thank you very much. You've been a very good sport. Have you learned some more about Football Manager?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, good. Okay, so yeah, that is where I'm going to leave things. If you have enjoyed today's video, guys, don't forget to drop a like on it down below and subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager content. I will be back tomorrow at 5 PM UK with another episode of this Pentagon save, so you can see how we are getting on with Guarani FC. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys there.
Bye.